Donald, it's one thing, for you to have lived this story and to know the story and how you want to tell it, but, it's another thing to make it public for people. Why decide to share it?
Well, with the first book, there would not even be a case or public anything if it wasn't for my sister. I had asked my sister when I was 19 and she was 17, do you want us to use our real names and go through with the case? Both choices. Yes and yes. If she had said no, there would be no case. There would be no story, no book. So in this situation, my mother, when she was alive, and my siblings wanted me to write the book more than I did. And in fact, one of the wonderful things about my relationship with Eric is I sent him the book, and he said, I loved it, and I wish there was more about me. And now I love that I have this second book that there's going to be way more about you, Eric. So wherever he is, he'll be happy.
The first book had a very long shelf life.
Yes.
I mean, and there were short films and documentaries.
Is that a nice way of saying I worked it to death? Yeah, well, Louise, I did. With your help, too.
Well, yes, but my point is, and kudos for you for doing that, by the way, for working it. But now that you know the potential for this kind of a story, what do you think is possible for this next book?
I see the book as a movie. I see the stories as universal, and the Canadian element is so important. But, my father was let's put it this way, the originator of alternate facts before Donald Trump. He was years ahead. He was a master. Trump didn't invent this original way of lying, and it's been done before. And my father was an expert at it. And so, and my Twitter tag is the Donald North, which I came up with 14 years ago, before Trump ever ran for president. And I thought of it in response to him, because he's the only person I've ever experienced in the world who is like my father, Donald Trump. He even looks like him. The charming, many wise, the lying so much that it's the truth. It's the symbol of a conservative movement. All those things my father was.